high-level Democrats and celebrities were worshiping Satan, drinking the blood of children?
Anderson, I thought you did that. And I would like to apologize for that right now. So I apologize for thinking that you ate babies. But yeah, 100%.
You actually believe that I was drinking the blood of children?
Yes, I did.
Was it something about me that made you think that?
It's because Q specifically mentioned you, and he mentioned you very early on. He mentioned you by name, and from there, if he also talked about, like, for example, like your family. And I'm gonna be honest, like, people still talk about that to this day. There were posts about that just 4 days ago. So some people thought you were a robot.
You really believed this?
I didn't just believe that. I, at one stage, believed that QAnon was part of military intelligence, which is what he says. But on top of that, the people behind them were actually a group of fifth-dimensional, intradimensional, extraterrestrial...
Okay, stop this shit. Stop this.
No.
This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. What are you doing?
No, I'm not stopping.
Stop the video, man. What more do people need to see? What more do people need to see about this? It is a man talking nonsense right now.
No. The reason why that video needed to be played in its entirety, because it's important that I repeat to our viewing public what I said to you about conspiracy theorists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason why it's important that you guys hear all the nonsense is because this is what you all sound like. Every single one of you. Every single person who has a conspiracy theory, I don't care what the conspiracy is about, that's what you sound like. You sound like that guy. Now, should you believe everything that your government says? No. Are you insane? Did you not just, maybe you didn't see the first thing we just did. No, of course not. Okay, if you're so woke, if you're so knowledgeable, you know so much, the wool is being pulled over our eyes, but not yours, because you see it now, with the aliens and the eating babies and all that. And you're so woke. What are you doing about it? See, this is the thing. Like, if you're a person who says, oh, for example, and I'm just this is recent, this is what's happening now. If you're a person who says, you shouldn't take the vaccine because of A, B, and C, and there's a million conspiracy reasons why you shouldn't take it, but you could pick and choose. What are you doing about that other than just talking about it? Also, are you qualified to talk about this? I always find that funny as well. Like, what is your educational background? Why should I believe what you have to say versus a doctor or a scientist? Now, mind you, a doctor and a scientist is still a person, still flesh, bone, and those people can be bribed and manipulated and so on and so forth. Of course, I'm aware of that. But I don't actually know that person, that doctor and that scientist.
Right.
Just like the people talking on a box or the tweets you see, you might not know them. So why would you buy into that? If these people over here, the doctor, the scientist, have a piece of paper on the wall, they went to school for this, why would I believe the guy in a basement that looks similar to mine?
Right.
What's this person's credentials? I also wanted to ask you another question.
Shoot.
It has to do with the vaccine, and then you could spill really quick. I thought about this. Let's just say there was a cure for coronavirus, like you caught it and you could now die because for you it impacted you like that. But there's a cure. But you were talking all this shit. Should you be allowed to take the cure? I don't think you should. I'm like, why should you get this? Again, so just like the round point is the buddy talking about the secret alien race and the eating babies. This is you. You all sound like that to me. Every single one of you. And I just think it's important that you know how I feel about you. The welcome mat's here. You can always come home. You can always come home to logic, to common sense. The door's open. But I think you're too far gone. What do you think?
Okay, so for everybody watching who's unaware, as we give you many topics every day, these are our topics that we like to give you. You know what I mean? And our discussions, our angles that we like to give you. This one is all Chris. This is all Chris. You know, I am going to talk about this, obviously. I just want to come in with that intro. This is all Chris. When it comes to conspiracy theorists and that level of conspiracy theorism, that's extreme. Eating babies, drinking blood, Illuminati, things that have never been proven, that people just talk about, that are up in the air. I have a serious problem with that. That is, I have to agree with you on that when it comes to that level of you not using any evidence or any logic to prove your point. Just saying that this is happening because somebody else says it happens. I couldn't watch that full video. The man is calling Anthony Anderson a robot. People think that he's a robot, and that he drinks the blood of children and eats babies. Like, these people just get famous and then magically love eating babies. Like, this is not something that they did when they were a child, but because now they have money, they do it regularly. Like, they just, like, that shit doesn't make sense to me. I want to clarify one thing and just separate that from the people like myself who don't believe everything that they're told and use their logic and past experience to back up what they say. Okay?
Oh boy.
I want to make that very, very clear.
Defending the baby eaters.
Very, very clear. I'm not defending the baby eaters because, as I said at the beginning, that is extreme. that is a level I could never reach because that is not based on anything. What is that based on? Where do people eat babies? I know it happens. Whoa, cannibalism is real. It happens in other countries. But I'm saying, this, when you attribute it to these people just because they have money and they're rich, you have too much free time on your hands, right? But I'm not going to say any conspiracy specifically, but there are things that happen that if you look at it, it's like it's either this is the first time this is happening, so I have to question it because it's the first time that it's happening, so I need to make sure that it's real because this planet has been in existence for however many million years, and things have been documented on paper since the 1500s. Probably not accurate, but they have been documented. So if something happens at that point, this is the first time I'm hearing about it, I'm naturally going to question it because I don't just believe what people tell me. That's stupid. I don't care who you are. Don't believe what people tell you all the time. It can be made up. All right? So I use that, and then I use my logic, and then I use common sense. Like, is this possible? Has this happened before? Have I seen it? Have I heard something like this before? So when I question something myself, because I definitely have certain things that I guess people would deem me as a conspiracy theorist based on some of the things I might have said. But if you listen to me talk, if you hear me speak, I always find ways to back up what I'm saying. I don't just make statements. These people who are out here talking about eating babies and what is their backup? Where is their evidence? Is there a celebrity that came out and said that they ate babies? Is there somebody who got exposed as an android before? That's what I'm saying, where it reaches that level of nonsense. But there is a level to this that has sense. And that's something that I think can't be overlooked. Because you can even admit it yourself. You cannot believe everything you're told.
Oh, yeah,
do you agree with that?
Of course.
So, with that being said, there's going to be something that is told to us that is not true. And us questioning that truth, people automatically deem you a conspiracy theorist. But it's not always the case.
I just have to say that, and I don't want to go on a tangent here. I think I said my piece, but it's true that you don't have to believe everything that is told to you. But just because somebody tells you a lie doesn't mean it's a conspiracy.
Facts.
So, I'm just saying, like, just because 1 + 1 = 2, like the lie, like what you're telling me the truth is a lie, doesn't mean I now have to do bed and a fraction and all to make it turn into something else. What you're saying could just be a lie, and that could be the end of it. It doesn't have to mean the whole house is burning down and the world's coming to an end in 3 point. No, it's just a lie. You just lied. Or furthermore, maybe you just made a mistake. Remember the flesh and bone thing that I said? You're human. That happens. Very stupid mistakes happen, and maybe that was just it.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Anyways,
Right.
to all the baby eaters out there, please stay away from my house. I have a child, and I remember I've grown rather fond of my child, and I don't want you to eat that child. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Please let me know what you think.
So extreme with this shit.
I'm extreme.
That's a crazy ass story.
I'm extreme. I'm the one who's talking about eating babies and drinking blood.
I heard what the man said. Man said.
Thank you.
He's extreme.
Yes, leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And oh yeah, and by the way, I do laugh at the conspiracy. I like being entertained. So please, if you have any other truths that you woke people would like to share with me, please leave it in the comment. I like to laugh, so let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Two guys doing a podcast. Sometimes we're on Earth, sometimes we're on a different planet. I like to live on Earth.
Was the moon landing real?
Apparently not. All right, you guys, we put out new videos every single morning at 10 a.m.
Yes, make sure you like and subscribe. Check out these videos right here. And subscribe right down here. We're trying to get to at least 100 followers. We're not far, man. Subscribe.